Lunchtime. I count down the hours every day, looking forward to just this time. It's the highlight of my workday. Every day, I eat at 4:30 inside the break room. Every day. The room itself is unremarkable. You could find it in any office across America, maybe even the world. Tile floor, white ceiling with those asbestos and cardboard type cutouts that you could push out with your hand if you wanted. There's a plain formica-topped table that could fit 5 people comfortably. 6 if that weird guy pulls up another chair to bother you while you're eating. The one time of day that you have to yourself. The room size itself is too small to even think about getting a running head start. You might be able to take 5 steps forward and back, maybe the same side to side. A refrigerator barely fits in the corner. Looks to be from the Carter administration. I put my water bottle in there for after lunch. A microwave from the post-nuclear era whirs on the counter. The lazy Susan indeed earns its name, quietly and slowly turning a Tupperware containing leftover taco salad. Above the counter stands a handful of cupboards. What's inside? No one knows. No one opens them. Must not be anything too important. The microwave goes off. Taco salad, prepare for destruction. 2 walls of this break room are covered in plate glass. The outside view is like the room, unremarkable. A concrete parking lot, a tree, a squirrel. So exciting. Luckily, there are long vertical plastic beige shades that you can turn to shut the outside world down, which I do. I review the first part of my day, as I do every day during lunchtime. Nothing much happened, just like every other day. That's why this is the highlight of my day. Every day, I have 4 hours left. I work a strange schedule, somewhat of a split shift. And being that it's currently the middle of winter, it usually is getting dark by the time that I finish my meal. I mean pitch black. Sadness sets in, knowing that my chosen food item has only a few bites until complete disappearance. Back to work. Back to wishing that I hadn't ended up here. Oh well. There's always the thought that lunchtime is just less than 24 hours away. I've noticed through the blinds that there's a car in the parking lot with its headlights on. Not uncommon. Many other people work here, and there are multiple businesses around. It stayed there, pointed toward the break room for some time. I doubt that whoever was inside the car was paying attention to where I was at. After all, this is on the 2nd floor. I'm sure they're just getting ready to leave after their respective workday. With that, I wash my Tupperware out in the sink, which I forgot to mention, and start getting ready to head back. One last look outside. The car is still there, its headlights still on. I gingerly step to the side of the wall-length window, slowly pushing one of the shades aside. I get a closer look. Just a normal car. Looks like a Chevy of some sort. Too dark to see who's inside. There could be 4 people or none. It's far too dark. Finally, I shake it off. I don't know why I've been so focused on this vehicle with its headlights on. Back to work. Back to dreaming of my next lunchtime. Before I leave, I always turn off the lights, even though I'm not the one paying the electricity bill. I still think that it's proper to turn a light off when you're not in the room. Flip, lights off. Oh crap, I forgot my water. I consider just leaving it in there for tomorrow. One step back inside the break room freezes me. As mentioned, the lights have been turned off, so now I'm in darkness. Looking outside, the car has turned their headlights off as well. Now that could just be a weird coincidence. It could be more than that. Either way, it's really weird and struck me as disturbing. I left the break room and came back in, just to make sure that I was actually seeing this. Yep, sure am. The car is there, now blending in with the darkness surrounding it. They just turned off the lights the very second that I turned off the light in here. I'm sorry, but there's something that's off about this. After battling myself for several seconds, the logical part of my brain took over and won. Thankfully, it's nothing. Just get back to work, you still have a lot left to do. The quicker that you get back, the quicker that lunchtime will come again. You can enter the break room once again, and this time maybe a bit earlier, when it's lighter. My head shakes, accompanied by a smirk. You're going crazy, man. I turn to walk out the door. Except, there is no door. Now, how do you explain this? How the heck do you explain this? The same place that I've been coming to for years just mysteriously boarded the only entrance point. I put my hands along the wall. I try in vain to feel where the doorknob used to be. I try to stay calm until the phone rings and it's not my phone. That I left in my work area. There's an old corded phone on the wall near the refrigerator. This break room never had a phone, let alone one bolted to the wall. It has that old metallic ringing sound, like an actual bell is being struck in the innards of the phone, behind the big plastic numbers. One step is all it takes to be within arm's reach. With a shaking arm, more shaking than I would like, I put the receiver to my right ear. Hello?
You love this place so much, don't you? Well, now you can't leave. Isn't that poetic?
I pull the receiver back, looking at the mouthpiece with a puzzled expression, like that will solve the million questions that I have. Now I'm getting annoyed. Quickly, I put the phone back to my mouth. Look, this is obviously some kind of fever dream, or maybe the taco salad was bad, but this isn't going to work.
Silly, just silly. You must pay.
An insanely high-pitched sound burrowed into my ear after that last word. I threw the phone down and covered my ears. The sound seemed to fill the entire break room. I crawled underneath the table, the one that would comfortably fit 5, 6 if that weirdo insisted on joining. I think the floor is shaking, and just like that, it stops. Crawling out from under the table, I expect to see broken glass in general disarray, like an earthquake had passed. Everything is where it was. Good. I cautiously look outside. Oh, thank goodness the car is gone. The door, yes, the door is back. I reach for the handle. Oh wait, my water. Forget it, just get out of here. Stepping outside the break room into the garden, I've always liked the immaculate row of multicolored roses, my favorite flower. Pinks, whites, oranges, and of course reds. It smells wonderful, it smells. There's no garden here. I've never seen a garden in my building. The microwave dings and comes to a stop. The lazy Susan settles. My taco salad sits in its covered bowl. Looking toward my left outside, the car is gone. In its place, an ominous figure. I can't see the face, but it is no doubt looking at me. Blinking and it's gone. No person, no car. Only 24 hours until my next lunchtime. The light is back on. Better turn it off. Don't want to waste energy.